Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna use the Iris and Romero Weekend Skin. This here is a primer, a tinted moisturizer, a SPF, a glowy tint, and it's just all 5 products in one. I like to apply this with my fingers because it just gives the best application and it just leaves my skin very nice and glowy. I don't want too much glow because I already did my skincare routine, so make sure that you do your skincare routine before you start applying makeup. The e.l.f. corrector, this one is in the shade Peach. I've been wanting to get the Huda Beauty one, but I added it on my wish list. If you guys want me to go over items in particular that you want as a wish list for Christmas, let me know. Wet my beauty sponge with the Threads Prime and Set Setting Mist, just because I didn't feel like going back and damping it with water. So this is much an easier way for me. And today it is rainy. The Dior Forever Skin Corrector in the shade 4WO. I also blended a different shade. I used the Warm Sand from Too Faced as well, just in case if you guys are wondering, because sometimes a lot of makeup influencers or girlies, they don't tell you all the concealers that they use, and I wanted to tell you guys so that way y'all know what I use exactly, because today I'm just using a very minimum concealer and I just let that sit for a few minutes. My under eyes to be creasing, so this is why I go over it with the concealer first. And I am still under the weather. I don't know if I have been telling you guys lately, but I am recovering from being sick. I don't know what I came on. I think I had COVID, and I was just recovering from that, and it's been very hard for me for the past few days. I've been testing out some new Sephora products that I received from the Sephora sale, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm going to be using the Patrick Ta cream bronzer. She is sculpted, which is this one here. I'm going to be using the cream first, and then later on I will use the bronzer. I did film tutorial last time when I was still sick, but I didn't like it and it was not such a great filming day for me, and I didn't like it, so I basically deleted the video. So this is me just giving you a better tutorial, just with less time, I would say. And this is my first impression of the Patrick Ta bronzer, and so far She Sculpted is actually really good. I would love to try the next shade, but that probably would be for like my summer shade. I'm gonna add some here just so that I also like to add some on the top of my brow as well, and I like to drag it down. So now that I did all that, I'm gonna set my makeup because I want to do exactly like how Patrick Ta did it. So the next shade I'm gonna be using translucent, and this is the first time I'm trying out the Huda Beauty. I grabbed the sample one because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, and plus since I've heard that it is fragrance free, I'm very scared because I don't want this to break me out. But we are going to try it out. There is a stick in here. I'm just learning everything from this product, but I wanted to try it out because they said that it's so smoothing and it doesn't leave like wrinkles. And even though I'm loyal to my Laura Mercier, I was like, let me just give it a try, and if I don't like it, then we could return it. This is how it comes with. It comes with a little puffer, but I don't want to mess up the puffer, so I'm going to use my own Amazon sponge, and I'm just going to shake it, and there's already product in there. I'm just going to grab what's in here. Pray for me. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I didn't put a whole lot. That fragrance. And then it says to look up. Ooh. Oh, that did. Do y'all see that? A little bit scared because it does have that scent that I don't like. My Laura Mercier doesn't have that scent, but I did give it a try, and so far it did give me like that blurred out under eye. So we're going good. We're going good. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the powder, and this is in the shade She Sculpted. I just have a regular brush because who are you kidding? I don't have money to buy that particular brush that he has, which I think it's really good with the contour palette because that's what it's for, but your girl don't got that type of money, so we're just gonna use what we have, and either way is still sculpting out my jawline. And if y'all see how I'm applying this, it's immaculate, but it is looking really good. Like, look at that. And I just applied just a little bit with this brush, and this is a regular brush that you can buy at the store. So that's just to show you that this bronzer really works. I'm gonna add a little more of that Huda Beauty just to cut a little bit here and down bridge of my nose a little bit. Oh, it looks so good right now. Now I'm gonna go in with the blush, and this one's in the shade She's Blush from Patrick. I'm gonna use a very small amount because his products are so pigmented, and they really do work for that medium olive tone. This is gonna work really good, especially this shade, because this shade is super pretty and it's more like a fall type of shade. I mean, you could build up the blush, but it's really, really good. And I just only added just a little bit, and look how much product it left on the brush. And I'm telling you, I just used just a little amount. That's how you know that his products are legit pigmented, and they ain't no joke. Look at that. Now, before we go in with any other product, I am gonna highlight a little bit. I should have done this earlier, but I forgot. So I'm gonna highlight just a little bit right here. I still am gonna add some powder underneath it, but I just wanted some product here. So I just add like 2 dots. I don't go overboard with it because you don't need that much concealer just to get that highlighted under eye. And I've always done this, and it worked so good for me, and it's less product, less cakey, if you catch my drift. And the concealer shade that I use is from Refined, is in the shade 12, and I really do like that concealer. If you're looking for something affordable and you're not trying to spend over like $30–40, that would be a good concealer in my opinion. I'm going to look up when I do this, because before I wouldn't look up, and that's probably the reason why sometimes my concealers would crease quickly. Now that is done, I'm gonna still use the leftover powder from Huda, and I'm gonna add what's left over under my eyes. And mind you, I did not put any concealer over my eyes because I want to keep this part natural and just correct the hyperpigmentation under my eyes where I look more dark and tired. Is the cream blush. This is pigmented, ladies. This is very pigmented, so please, if you're gonna use this shade or any of his blushes shade on palette, be careful because it's really dangerous. And even me just applying with a beauty blender, it's already pigmented. So I'm just gonna add just 1 dot like that, and here. Do you see that blush? Do you see it? I'm now gonna use the Shiseido eyelash curler. I didn't put any falsies or any extensions like I normally do. So I'm just gonna wing it with my real lashes, and I'm trying to mimic a falsely lash and start embracing my natural lash. I use Shiseido lash curler, it's really good. And then I'm gonna use this Day Mellow. This is actually for your lashes to help grow, but I sometimes tend to use this whenever like I'm at home and I don't want to wear like any mascara and I want something light that will still make my lashes grow, healthy, voluminous. This is what I use. Product, you could use it day and night. The clear one that you can use for daytime, and this one is nighttime. But you know, I like using it whenever I feel more like it's worth using. And usually the clear one, I tend to use it a lot more at night because that's when I need more of that growth in my lashes rather than it being darker side. And plus the darker side, like it just has this little curve. It will go in every lash in between your real lashes. I always mess up when I have to do this part, so don't mind that. Excuse, I'm still recovering from my sickness. While I'm letting that dry, I'm gonna use the Yvette EXO cosmetic lip liners. I'm gonna use the shade Expose and 90s Babies. These have been my go-to. I really do enjoy it. I actually have Expose on today because earlier when I went to Sephora and I picked up the Huda Beauty powder, I wanted my lips to have something, and I love using lip liners. I do want to try some high-end lip liners. Let me know, comment down what particular lip liner you guys prefer for me to try out. I know that there's so many, but I've been eyeing on the Makeup by Mario ones, and I do want to try two particular shades that he has. So who knows? I might talk about it in my wish list. Want me to test out? Let me know down in the comments. But we're gonna be trying out these two. I've seen that Hailey is coming out with a new color shade that is limited edition to her birthday. So I was super excited to hear about that. Her launch is this weekend, well, this Friday, and I can't wait because I'm gonna be the first one waiting just to get that, because she's gonna have not only just a lip product but also a blush. I never tried her blushes. I don't have any of her blush collection, but if you know me, you know that I am obsessed with her lip peptides, so I can't wait for her launch to come out this Friday. So, and the clip with something very cute and toasty. I wanted to use Toast to finish off the look because it's in forever, and every time I put it on, it gives me like the caramel lip. Okay, you guys, that is it for this tutorial. Give me a second to grab my peppermint tea because this is what's gonna help me with my throat because I still have to recover from. This is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys got to enjoy. Stay on the lookout for my next video because I will be sharing some of my favorite wish list Christmas 2024 for all my girlies out there and all my mom here that really need a little Christmas wish list for any family member or for yourselves. See you guys next time on my next tutorial.